Hello and welcome back to my channel, How We Move the Decimal. In today's video, I am photographing slides to sell on eBay. I've recently moved into the new lot of slides that I'd had from a different estate sale versus my original slide lot that I'd had been photographing and kind of living off of for a while. These are new to me, I guess. Unfortunately, they are not as labeled as well. I was kind of spoiled from my original estate sale lot where they labeled everything. They even wrote on some of the slides what they were. This is not. However, unlike my other slide, I'm getting a lot more local slides of things going like had happened in my area, which was really interesting. Probably won't sell as much as like Europe 1960, but it's interesting to me to see the local, like old time local things. Um, this past weekend, so I'm recording this on December 5th. This past weekend, I ran my first 5K with my 12-year-old because he wanted to do it before he turned 13, and it was my present to him. It was 16 degrees and there was 24-mile-an-hour winds, and we ran on a country road, and I was pretty darn miserable. But one of the things I found interesting that I thought maybe the people that are watching this videos that are resellers that would also find it interesting is I started looking at what other runners were wearing. Again, this was my first 5K. I was ridiculously cold. My time was not amazing, but I finished and I didn't die, so that counts for something. But I was looking at the shoes like the runners are wearing. There was a guy running in shorts. Again, it was 16 degrees with 24-mile-an-hour wind. He was running in shorts and a lightweight long sleeve shirt, and he killed all of us. I think he finished it in just over 16 minutes. And it was absolutely insane. But I was looking at like the brands of thermals that the real runners were wearing, their shoes that they were wearing. Spoiler, most of them were Brooks or Hoka's, the Hooka brand, which, as you can tell, I'm so clearly familiar with these brands because I am an avid runner and exercise enthusiast. Again, with how out of shape I am, I'm surprised I finished it and incredibly thankful I didn't die. Plus, I was coming off of influenza A. I had woke up that morning at 4 in the morning with a fever. I had asked my son if he wanted to still do this or how upset he would be if we pulled out. And he really wanted to still do it, so I did it. I coughed so hard I puked in someone's front yard. It was just an amazing core memory that was made for my son. Thankfully, he's much faster than I am and was nowhere near me when any of my shenanigans went down. And he finished great. Ironically, we all finished in 30 minutes because the clock broke. So everybody finished. If you came in after 30 minutes, it was still 30 minutes. So, but I was looking at like what brands of hats were they wearing? What brand of thermals were they wearing or underlayers? What brand of gloves did they have on? What brand of shoes were they wearing? Scarves, all of that. And just to kind of get an eye to, what do I need to look for? And you're like, why are you looking for running stuff? Here's the thing. The first of the year, New Year's resolutions are starting. People are starting new, healthier habits, or they're getting back into. So like, man, I used to be a runner. I want to run again. My son, after running this 5K, can't wait to run his next 5K. So I've been watching YouTube videos on how to improve my time on 5Ks. The first of the year, right now, I'm already selling things that are health and wellness oriented, and we're not even to Christmas yet. I sold wellness planner inserts for the Happy Planner just this week. So I'm aware of that. When I go back to the gym, I'm also going to look at, what kind of drink bottles are people using, just to be aware of. Not that I'm going to go out of my way and seek those out, but if I find them in the wild, then I know what I'm looking for. Spider is another brand that does relatively good for me. I look at that when I look at cold weather activities. So like when we were camping and stuff and it was cold outside, I was looking at what other campers were wearing? What are the people that are like way better at this than I am? What were they wearing? And Spider was one of the things. Granted, is it a high? Is it like a Pendleton? No. Is it an Under Armour? No. So it's like it's above Under Armour, under Pendleton, but they still sell really nice for me. And if I can get my hands on them, which again, Carhartt, hands down, winter stuff, I can get my hands on Carhartt all the time. All day long, I can do Carhartt. Spider, that's more difficult. Under Armour, Carhartt, I got you. Spider's more difficult. So when I see those brands, I know they can do decently. So thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.